This is so basic. I found this in the garbage, and it's so nice. Even when you find things in garbage, even though God don't make junk, you found some. We're not junk either, by the way. These people are messed up, by the way. God don't make junk. Okay, so back to making a wreath. Okay, you go buy. This is what you can do. A couple of dollars. It doesn't cost you anything to learn how to be an occupational therapist and go to school. OTA. You gotta enroll into the program. I'm just giving you some ABCs. Okay, A. You go get twine. You take some old material. You can make homemade gifts with it. You can sell it online. There's one form of and there's one stream of income right there. You make things, you sell it. Okay. I'll show you some basic ways to make a living. So no different than going fishing. You gotta learn. A man that doesn't know how to fish won't be able to feed his family. So you have to learn how to fish and hunt. Mm. It's about feeding your family. Mm. Some basic how-tos. Now with family, his handicap, we had to make some adjustments and changes. Learning how to fish. We can get like a little fishing rod and learn how to do that right here. That's what they mean farm raising. Okay. We lived on a farm, so you understand? Get it? Got it, good. Okay. Same thing with drugs. That's a warning. No drugs on the property. Okay. How to's. We have family, and as I stated earlier, we try to do everything with absence and drug free. Warning of behaviors, withdrawn, hanging around certain people, grades or not, loss of interest. These are very obvious signs that something's going on. The presence of drug paraphernalia. Signs that your teen is cutting or burning themselves. These are problems. Reds are right, nose is running. These are signs that somebody's doing drugs or something's going on at home. Eating or sleeping patterns have changed. Lost interest in things they enjoy. Missed school. That's a big issue with the attendance. So if they're missing school, it's because of something's going on with drugs, okay? If we're in crisis, there's a crisis hotline. Okay, tickets for sale to benefit Project 3 Recovery Peer Support Specialists. Some of us who are dealing with cancer or drugs or medication or issues, any issue, this is all related to our Project Recovery program. It's peer support. It's based in the idea that if you have some time that you'd like to volunteer, the free time to help each other, it's called peer support. Please note, peer support. And you guys can go down and you can actually get a job and make a decent money too. You can be employable again. Okay. So basic how-to. This order came in. It would be no different than you would clean up and stock up. Same thing if you were at the cafeteria at the orphan's home. Basically make sure there's a stock up for the kids to eat. Jello, juice drinks, they like that stuff. Water, same thing. Everything has to be cleaned up and it has to be done correctly. Same with all the other food items that needs to be put away in the pantry. We're just running it the way we would at the foster home, okay? At the shelter program. That way, we're on the same page. Same thing with glass or anything, it has to be put away. Same thing with any drugs or medication, it has to be secure and locked up. That's a staff issue, okay? Staff issues, anybody have any other staff issues, you have to talk to staff and community. Same thing with going to school. They have to make sure they get their hours in. You have to keep track of their hours. Please do this, because this way, if somebody says, well, you didn't make up for that time. That's why you keep track of your hours. Okay, all right, so some of the things that we got going on with swimming, okay? When we're going swimming and we're going to the pool, you have to have your pass with you, okay? That would be going down to the YMCA, anything else. Outing, same thing. Okay, there's some basic things, there's some basic rules we have to go through. Same thing with laundry, clothes that need to be done. The tables, everything has to be cleaned up and ready to go, okay? This is just, when we're in occupational therapy, okay? Mom, family, same thing, okay? All our family has to go through this training. Okay. So time there's issues at home, and you notice something, just write it down, put it in the staff envelope. If you have any questions, concerns, staff will read over it, and you'll have a staff meeting. We'll go over the notes. That way, there won't be any issues, okay? They have to be on a schedule. Got it? Any issues at home, put it in the staff box, okay? We'll have a caseworker look over it, they'll update it, they'll have a family meeting, and we'll meet at the coffee shop. I'm just giving you basically a rundown of what goes on at the staff office, okay? Everything has to be organized, everything has to be put away when we're done. And being as it's time to go home, thank God for serving, okay? This is the end of it now. As a wrap-up, the reason I'm showing you guys what you need to do, with mom, dad, relatives, same thing. When you have staff issues, make sure there's a medical card out. Menu needs to be here so that when the caregiver comes in, okay, because there is a home instead and visiting angel that comes in and protects. She pretty much does all the, light duties like washing clothes, cleaning things, doing things like that. What you all need to do is just chill out, because they do all this stuff for you. You don't have to worry or get upset. It's called peace of mind. Okay. All right. Now, if you have a daily routine, you want to stay with your daily routine, stick with everything. Just make sure all the electronics are near here. Batteries, things that, anything that's sharp that doesn't need to be out. If you don't know where it belongs, put it here, or make sure it's, secure, okay? Just a basic idea. You don't have to get all worked up over nothing. This is basic security stuff that can be done at home. When at the end of the day, when somebody is not here, make sure all the windows are locked up, doors are locked, and call it a day. It's just that simple. Now we'll have the whiteboard, I'll have the assignments up. Anybody that comes in and helps with the nursing duties around the house, same thing. We do this all the time. I work at home instead. I've worked at caregivers. I work for a lot of people. I'm a medical assistant by trade. So it's different for me because I'm a back office medical assistant, but basically routinely they have to get their blood work. Everything has to be in, and that's all. Not that hard. Okay? So routine. Keeping up with your routine. Making sure when the security guard comes over, checks through everything gets approved. They get approved for a sit-in, and that's it. Okay? So that's basically a rundown on what's going on. When I say occupational therapy, they have to be drawing or doing something while we're at the hospital. Okay? Because we have to get back into OTA, and we have to get back into outpatient rehab. That's really what we're going through. Every day we're in OTA, and we have a lot of challenges. Okay? Stay with the schedule. If anybody's missing work or anything, anytime, make sure you mark it down, the assignments, so we can get caught up. And that's basically a rundown of the ABCs of home-based therapy. Because once you guys get into a routine, it's not that hard. Thank you for listening.